What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the DS Asylum. I'm your Ward of the Michi Shrine, and today we are taking a look at Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. Yep, another one. We're taking a look at Vegito for the third year in a row. And this one might actually be my favorite of the three, though, because he's not overly broken, but he's really good. And I think people are really going to underestimate his defensive prowess. I firmly believe you want to run this guy on a defensive setup. As you can see, his defenses are really freaking good. And this is the first of three teams I'm going to run him on in this video. The first three matches are going to be with this team. It is a purely defensive future team. If you take a look at the Z abilities, Vegito is giving blast attack and strike defense. However, when these matches were recorded, he was only at 5 stars, not 6. So he's not giving that to the rest of the team, but he's giving it to himself. Rage Trunks is giving blast attack and defense. Gohan is giving double defenses. Goku Black is giving double defenses. Mai is giving health. And Cell is also giving double defenses. And the equips I have on Vegito, right here, we have double defenses and blast defense when tagged powerful opponent is a battle member. That one is mainly for when I run him on the normal future team, when I run him with Corrupted Zamasu. However, him having that equip on this team doesn't really hurt him all that much. He doesn't get the last blast defense buff, but he still gets these two, which is perfectly fine with me. Then I have this one right here, double defense and base health for purple future. And then I have this one, which is strike defense, blast attack, and blast defense per tag future battle member. And Gohan here, I did get to 1400% literally minutes before recording this video, so he's completely maxed out. So you can also think of this as like a Gohan showcase if you want. He's rocking this equip right here, double defense, special move, and ultimate damage. He doesn't have an ultimate, but the special move damage doesn't hurt. He's got, obviously, this busted-ass EX equip. The offenses aren't great, but I don't really care. I care more about the defenses, which are almost perfect, and the max health, which is really good as well. And then I've got this blast attack, which is the attacking type he wants, double defense, critical, and a bit of strike attack, because why not? The reason why I don't have the Awakened Silver equip, which is probably his best equip, is simply because I can't get a good roll of that shit to save my life. I've upgraded, I think yesterday when I was, before I started making the video, I think I upgraded 170? Somewhere around that. I know it was over 150 because that's when I stopped counting because I was so fucking angry. But it was probably somewhere around the 170 mark, and I just could not get a good roll of that goddamn equip. So that's where we are. The other three units don't really matter. They never come into battle. However, I do think this EX Cell is kind of good, so I'll go over his equips if anyone wants to run him. Double attack, double defense. He's got the EX equip, and then he's got this one right here. So that's the team. That's the future team. The other team that he's going to be run on, not that one, is, well, actually, I do run him on this team, just not in this video. He's run on this team, the God Key team. It's a less defensive setup, but still kind of defensive. Goku's given the double defenses, and Vados is providing all the healing. So it's a semi-defensive. It's a bit more defensive than offensive because of the constant healing, because of Revival Goku and all that. So it's a slightly more defensive setup, but it does prioritize offense a little bit. And then the last team that he's going to be run on is the Fusion team, which is pure offense. He does have some defensive equips here. He's got this one right here, blast attack and base health, and then some damage against hybrids, which is always nice. And then he's got this one, which we already went over, and then this one right here. So, and we can take a look at the God Key one as well, because his equips do change here as well. He's got this one right here, and then he still has this, and then he's got this for all three teams. So those are the teams and the equips we're going in to this video with, and yeah, let's just get started. All right, one near 5-minute intro later. I apologize for that, but you know what? Y'all are getting a pretty long video today. It looks like it's going to be about 40 minutes. It doesn't break the record for the longest PvP video. That one is still held by Revival Goku. But this is pretty long. So you're gonna notice throughout this match that we kind of just don't take damage, especially with this first team. This first team, I think, is the optimal setup that you want to run Vegito on, just a pure defensive team. And you're gonna notice how like little damage we take at all times, because I mean, these matches last a long time. Like this video is 39 minutes long as of me looking at it right now. And I want to say 20 minutes of it is just the first 3 matches with this team. So that means the other 2 teams take up the other 19 minutes. So I was able to do matches with 2 other teams in the amount of time it took me to do this, just because the matches last so damn long. But going into this, we are fighting a God Key team. Zenkai Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Gogeta Blue, and the new purple Vegito. Also, some people are going to ask me, how the hell did you get Vegito to 6 stars? Don't ask. I don't want to talk about it. I really don't want to talk about it. don't make me relive the pain. I don't want to talk about it. But another thing that makes this team really stupid is the fact that Trunks and Gohan can both heal with their green cards. So it makes it very hard to kill. And then Vegito's green card is very, very good too. Like, his green card is pretty much broken. I think I can honestly say that his green card is just broken. Also, you're gonna hear me moving stuff around. And you're probably gonna hear this. I was putting my phone on the charger because my phone's at 37%, and I still have to record this 40-minute video, or the commentary for it anyway. So I kind of don't want my phone to die in the middle of it. But we did rush Goku. Obviously, he was a Zenkai unit. He was the one that was going to do the most damage to us. And I mean, like, honestly, this speaks volumes to Vegito's damage right here. Just like, that's not terrible for how tanky we are. And, you know, the fact that I have type advantage. I don't know why he would go for a rush here. Because, I mean, we easily live this. At least if he had switched into Gogeta, it might have killed. But, like, he kind of just wasted his rush. And now, just look. look at him. Look at him dead. Actually, I actually don't think this ult kills Vegeta, but shut up. Does it kill? No, it does not. Not even close. But it does do a lot of damage. I hate how much damage that ult does sometimes. But I guess when I'm the one doing it, it's fine. He just goes straight for the ult. Like, I don't even get that. He just goes straight for the ult. Trunks does go down here, but that's fine. Trunks is easily the least valuable member of the team. He's more just there to get the match started. I like leading Rage Trunks because he's able to get the match started, and it allows him to build up a little bit. Because Rage Trunks really does need to build up nowadays before he does any damage at all. So having him start the match, having him start the match is very beneficial because it allows you to, build him up beforehand, and that way the next time he comes into the battlefield, he's already built up. He does hit me with the green card right here. Locks me in for a few counts, but I'm going to go ahead and hit this team heal. Vegito is back at full health, and Gohan's sitting at a good 1/3. We're going to go ahead and use some of these strike cards, waste a bit of time. Gogeta can't come back in just yet, but I think just to be safe, I do use the ult. I didn't know if Gogeta could come back in, but I didn't want to take the chance of my purple unit getting supered by Gogeta, and we didn't even kill. This team is not meant to do a lot of damage. I'm just going to say that right now. The damage is not going to look very impressive because we have literally no damaging Z abilities except Vegito and Trunks, and at the time, Vegito's was only affecting him. So, yeah. We do not have much in the ways of attacking power. All of our equips are pretty much pure defense except Gohan, who has a bit of blast attack. Trunks, I think, also had a little bit of it, but Vegito himself is just pure defense and a tiny bit of blast attack. So, Gohan is easily going to be our highest damaging member, and he's also going to be our tankiest member because he's a Zenkai unit. So, I mean, there's that. I do think this Gohan is better for defensive setups. There's all this debate on whether he's better than Goku Black or not, and I think it depends on your setup. If you're running a defensive future team, then Gohan's better. But if you want an offensive, like glass cannon style of future team, a future team that doesn't really care about, you know, like a future team that knows it's a bunch of glass cannons and doesn't really care about it, then I do think Goku Black is better, because Gohan has to build up a little bit. He wants to get hit a few times. Goku Black does not want to get hit at all. Like, Goku Black wants to avoid getting hit at all costs and just, you know, use a million cards. So I think he's better for an offensive setup. And maybe I'll try an offensive setup with Vegito, like just pure offense. Like the Fusion team is basically pure offense, but maybe I'll try a purely offensive Future team, because Future has some really good Z abilities, whereas Fusion's, I mean, like, you've got the core members, they've all got good Z abilities, but they're not like amazing or anything. But Future has really good Z abilities across the board, so same with God Key. God Key is essentially like a mixture. The only reason why you can call it defensive is because, you know, Vados is healing. Speaking of healing, we got all these green cards, and if I could ever use them, that'd be great. This lag is definitely not it. But we're going to use both these green cards, heal back essentially everything, and like it doesn't even matter, right? Like Blue Goku's doing pretty much nothing to us. Like this one may not be Zenkai 7, but that's still a Zenkai unit, and Blue Goku's one of the better ones. So, I mean, like, to take no damage from him is still impressive, right? I'm still very impressed with how well this team tanked, and Gohan didn't like lack in damage most of the time. His blue card hit pretty hard usually. It was usually just his blue card that hit really hard. Vegito definitely does shine once the second sustained damage cut activates. And yes, he does lose all of his sustained damage cut after 50 counts, which is not necessarily very good for a team that wants to last for like 150 counts, but that's why we pump him full of all these defensive equips. He's going to make the beginning of the match very hard for the opponent, to the point where by the time his defensive capabilities run out, by the time his damage runs out, the enemy is probably so crippled and has already used their rush to the point where, you know, Vegito's lack of damage and tanking won't really matter. And again, he's still got the defensive equip, so it doesn't really matter. He'll still tank. Go ahead and pop the main ability right here for the team heal, because we want to keep everyone healthy. I don't necessarily like using my team heal when everyone's at low health, because it doesn't seem like it would matter. And also, why do you have to rush my showcase unit? Like, why? Why do you have to rush my showcase unit? And why do you have to have 4 blast cards? Like, what the hell? How did you even have 4 blast cards? That doesn't even make any damn sense. But, alright. We're in a difficult position. I just have to make sure I get my rush off on Blue Goku at this point, and then it shouldn't be too hard after that. Gohan can deal with Champa easily. Champa's not going to do anything to Gohan. And then Vegito's not going to do anything to Rage Trunks. So if I can get this rush off on Goku, that would be very helpful. I don't feel like I need to rush Champa. He's not very tanky, and we are pretty tanky, so it's fine. It's honestly pretty good. We're gonna get you with that tap right there. No destroying one of my Dragon Balls. Go ahead and get you with that perfect vanish. As I said, this is not a team that enjoys doing a lot of damage. We're just going to go ahead and leave Rage Trunks in for a little bit. You notice how I'm not doing the thing with the strike cards in this match, and that's because with how laggy the match was, I didn't want to risk dropping the combo to do that. The match has gotten better, though. I don't remember if I end up doing it later on, but I might. Go ahead and get you a side step. Thank you very much. Go ahead and hit you with these cards. That's still pretty good blast damage, too. Like, Vegito is still tanky regardless of whether or not he has his reduced damage, so that's very good. It's annoying that he raised my arts card cost, but we were able to cancel Goku's attribute upgrades, which is good. I think canceling Goku's attribute upgrades is actually better than just getting the kill on Champa, because we killed Goku, so we didn't even have to rush Goku, which is very, very, very good. Unfortunately, Trunks' taps do not kill there, but we just run up to him and tap again. Then I think I switch to Gohan. Yes, I do. And then, honestly, he can't win at this point. Champa can't kill him without a rush, and I don't think he's gonna get another rush that quickly. So we have essentially already won. Champa literally can't kill both of us before we get to him, and we still had our rush anyway. So even if it looked like I was in a dire situation, it really wasn't ever going to be that troublesome because, yeah, we most definitely had already won that match by that point. So here we are against another future team. We've got a somewhat basic setup here. Purple Vegito, Rage Trunks, and then we got the new Corrupted Zamasu. So obviously Trunks ain't doing no damage to me, but Corrupted Zamasu is going to hurt if I let him. So go ahead and do some big damage to Zamasu immediately. We get him. Unfortunately, I could not get the super, but we do catch him, get him the sidestep here, and then it's fine. Just get my Vanish back, right? And we're going to dance around a little bit because I'm afraid to engage while I have type disadvantage. I'm not afraid to admit I'm a bit afraid to do that. But it's fine. We do get the priority, so we're going to switch into Trunks. Or not Trunks. He's going to switch out of Trunks. We are going to switch into Gohan so that he can switch into Zamasu. Then we go ahead and switch into Trunks here, just because I don't want Vegeta to come in and ruin my Gohan's day. I would much rather just gain priority with Trunks and then switch back into Vegito. This will lock him in, so we're able to at least recover a little bit. I don't actually intend on like really taking advantage of this lock-in. I just wanted him to not be able to swap out long enough for me to get Gohan back. That way, if I needed to, it would be easier to just switch in and out. So we stayed in with Vegito for those strike cards simply because I wanted Trunks to get back, which he did. Good sidestep here, see if he does anything. He does not, so we just go with the strike card. Then we just pop the ult. No one's really gonna take this except Trunks. Even Corrupted Zamasu would have taken good damage from this, so it's smart that he left Trunks in. I honestly think we would have killed Corrupted Zamasu had he stayed in, and Vegeta probably would have died as well. Maybe not from full health. We haven't built up too much, but there's a good chance that Trunks was the only one that could actually survive it. So Zamasu does pop his main ability here. We're gonna switch into Gohan, who's gonna take virtually nothing from this. Like, your animation's cool and all, but we ain't taking it much. Like, what is that? You have Supreme Impact. You have Supreme Impact, and you didn't even do 50%. Nah. We tanky. We tanky out here. Take this super, alright? That's where that equip comes in handy. Right there. Gives us just a tiny bit of extra offenses on this not at all offensively based team. Matches do last a while, but I honestly don't mind that. Like, people are always so quick to get to the next match, and I'm just like, bro, enjoy the game. Like, I enjoy teams like this because it allows the match to last a while. Like, and it's not like it's unkillable or anything. Like, you can kill this team. It's not like regen, like old school regen or anything where the shit's just like unkillable. No, you very much can kill this team. Units are more than capable, especially Zenkai units, are more than capable of doing the damage necessary to take this team out. So it keeps it fun while, you know, still being really good. I switched into Trunks mainly because I don't think I need Trunks to take out Vegeta. Vegeta is definitely showing his age and is not tanky enough to really take on anyone on my team in terms of, you know, defensive prowess. So, well, I mean, he can tank Gohan a little bit, but Vegito can take him out in about 2 hits, 2 combos, I should say. Excuse me. The throat. I did not drink my water before I started recording, so professionalism. But yeah, Vegeta's not very tanky, as you can see. Like, we're usually doing no damage, and the fact that Vegito's already done this much damage should just tell you how not at all tanky this Vegeta is. How many stars was this Vegeta at, by the way? I don't actually remember. But this ult does not kill. It really does show off the fact that we don't do a lot of damage. Like, we just don't. We are only meant to do damage. Like, that is it. Or to take damage. That is it. We are not meant to do damage at all. Go ahead and switch into Gohan here. Gohan can take Zamasu out, which we do. Well, not immediately anyway. Of course, the taps don't kill. And now he's going to heal a lot. He's got all these goddamn strike cards, but it's fine. We do get him to vanish that. He goes for his main. He does go for a green card, which I do not expect, but he does not go for the ultimate, so we're safe here. In fact, he ditches the ultimate entirely. Vegeta goes down here, so that's good. Destroys 3 of our Dragon Balls, but it's not like it really matters. And this match, you can really tell, just like the tankiness of this team is really having this match last a long time. There's only 21 counts left. I don't know what happened to my charge step there, by the way. The camera just decided to move. And here we go. I'm being punched in the gut because, of course, I mean, it was canon. He did do that on Vegito. So we're going to go ahead and hopefully this time actually take out Zamasu. Yes. We have 10 counts left. So look at that. We have 10 actual counts left. And I am not trying to lose this match via timeout. So we're just going to go for the rush. Because he rushed me. His red unit rushed my yellow unit. So I don't want to lose this match via timeout. But unfortunately, he guesses my rush. But fortunately for us, by this point, can't really do anything. So we just tap him and we win. That was the defensive future team. And now we are going to move on over to the God Key team. This team is all about healing, Revival Goku coming in with the, well, Revive, and then Vegito being able to do a bit more damage than last time thanks to Vados. He's still got pure defensive equips. Well, almost. 2 of his equips are pure defense. But he's going to be doing significantly more damage because he does have 1 offensively based equip, and then he's got Vados helping him out. So we are going to do more damage in this one, but it's still not going to be like anything spectacular. First of all, his offensive stats are terrible, and secondly, that's not the point of this video. The point is to, you know, make him as defensive as possible. Here's Gogeta doing Gogeta things. Also, by the way, my Vados is also fully defensed out because I firmly believe that support units, regardless of their stats, your support should always be as tanky as possible. So, like, never try and put offensive equips on your support unit, because the whole point of them to being a support is to make your other members stronger, and most of them can't do that when they're dead. Yes, a lot of them have death buffs, but most of them have swap out buffs that greatly benefit you throughout a match. So I firmly believe that just your support type should be as tanky as possible, so Vados rocks pure defensive equips as well. But that's pretty much all I gotta say about that one. And then Revival Goku's also rocking pure defense and a little bit of strike attack. So we're all defensed out in terms of our equips. Our Z abilities, not so much, but in terms of our equips, we are all defensed out. And Gogeta's still doing some pretty decent damage, honestly. It's more than I thought he should be doing anyway. And here we have last year's Vegito versus this year's Vegito. I do obviously let Revival Goku take the rush, though, because, I mean, he'll just come back from it if we don't guess it, which we don't. I think I've mentioned this before, but I think I can legitimately count the amount of Rising Rushes I've guessed throughout all of 2021 so far on my 2 hands with fingers to spare. Like, I just don't guess rushes. It's so stupid. I hate it. I got all these goddamn blast cards, which is very scary when you have a unit with blast armor, and both Gogeta and Vegito have blast armor, so it's very nerve-wracking to have a full hand of blasts. Go ahead and sidestep, but we are very bad at reacting to things, so he still gets it anyway. There go our cards and our buffs, but we're going to swap out anyway so we can get this healing moving. That's a lot of damage, but he does do a lot of damage on that first card, so I'm not too worried about it. Revival Goku's gotten a lot of his health back, so I have no issue letting him take this ult. There we go. I do really like this Vegito's ultimate. I think it does look pretty nice, but we are going to go ahead and get him to vanish. He went immediately, which I did not expect, but we can just swap in the Vados, fix this. Let's go ahead and fix that. We do, like, you do notice that we take a bit more damage than the last team. But we're also doing a bit more. They're also healing, so you got to keep that in mind. Everyone on this team heals with their main ability, so that's why it doesn't really look like you've done a lot of damage. Purple Vegito healed with his main ability. I don't think Vegito Blue's used his yet, but we haven't really gotten a decent combo on him yet. Nice weight on his part. Got there. We switch back into Vegito. And now Gogeta's doing a lot of damage. Honestly, he should have just stayed in with Gogeta, because it would have locked Revival Goku out. But it's fine, honestly. Revival Goku is going to clutch this for us, of course. Like, why wouldn't he? We are in a very dire situation, but again, Revival Goku comes in clutch, one-shotting Vegito Blue. Go ahead and do this because he likes to sidestep a lot, and we were able to catch him with it, which is good. And Revival Goku making this comeback. Gonna hit you with this, clap your face. That's some pretty good damage right there. Get our Vanish back. And this time I decided to go immediately and then just rush, because he likes to wait now. So go ahead and use that Blast card. Yeah, and whatnot. But he does guess us. Of course he frickin' does. Gonna go ahead and match this up. I'm terrible at those damn things, but he did not do very good on that either. So Revival Goku 1v3's the team. Didn't even switch back into Vados either. Revival Goku is so underrated, man. I'm telling you. Revival Goku's so underrated. Admittedly, he is getting Zenkai buffed, but I still think he's like hella overrated. Or underrated. I said overrated. Goddamn underrated. But we do have... was that the first match for God Key? I don't even remember. I've already been doing this longer than I normally would. My PvP videos tend to not last this goddamn long, so... And it's about 2:50 in the morning, so... Yikes. So, you can definitely notice that we're taking a bit more damage on this team, but it's fine. It's honestly fine because it's offset by the increase in damage. This is a more balanced setup. A little bit of defense, a little bit of offense. Nothing crazy, but it gets the job done. Most definitely. Seeing a lot of future. I mean, this is just God Key, right? Isn't it? Right? It's just God Key, but I still like it. The reason why I thought it might be future just because I saw like Vegeta who buffs future, and like Zamasu who actually I think doesn't buff future until he's at like 6 stars. Does what? What are his buffs? Is it God Key, powerful opponent, and then future, or is it future, powerful opponent, then God Key? Because I know powerful opponent is his 3-star buff. I don't remember. I don't fucking remember, man. Try and drift up, see if he'll do anything, but he unfortunately got me, and he called in my swap into Vados, which was not good. Really wanted to stop his combo before it even got started, but what can you do? I'm gonna go ahead and swap out of that. That probably would have killed Vados, so let's just not take the chance. He does not sidestep there, but at least I don't think he did. I think he just kind of got hit with it. Maybe he was doing something right as that happened and it didn't show me the exclamation point, but I don't think he sidestepped. Maybe he did and I just couldn't hear it. But Revival Goku out here tanking, doing his thing. I mean, Vegeta's main buffs are gone, so he's not going to be doing a lot of damage anyway, but either way, that was so bad. Like, that was so bad. We were both horrible on that one too. That's the crazy part. We were both so bad on that, and yet I still lost. Yeah. The only annoying thing about this team is if you play your cards right with Vados, this team essentially just can't die. Bring Vegito in because he does have type disadvantage here, and if someone has to go down, it's going to be Vegito. I'm not going to save him for the sake of a video when the last unit alive is a Zenkai yellow unit. It's just not happening. But we are doing some relatively good damage. It's not horrible. Go ahead and pop his ult, because why not? Like, honestly, it's not horrible damage, right? Thing is, it didn't even combo because of the lag, but it caught him off guard too, obviously. But yeah, I don't know where all this lag just came from all of a sudden, but it's affecting him too, so it couldn't have... It doesn't look like it's him lag switching, because it's actually affecting him too, so... When the lag actually screws your opponent over, that's how you know they're not lag switching. I think that was the last God Key match, was it? No, this is the last God Key match. Okay. up against Sun Family, which is Gohan. But this is the team where Vegito has the equip that gives him increased damage against hybrids, so that's going to come in handy. Well, this one and the next one, he both has that, so. Gonna go ahead and do a bit of damage to Blue Goku, not too much. He is one of our primary rush targets. I'm not too overly worried about Gohan, because if I can keep Revival Goku healthy enough, then all I gotta do is outlast his type neutrality and then we win. So I'm not too concerned about Gohan, I'm more concerned about Blue Goku, because Vados is the only unit I have a type advantage over him, and I really need Vados to stay alive. So I can't just throw Vados into, you know, onto the field with Blue Goku whenever I want, because then this bastard shows up. That's really good damage. Zenkai 3 or not, that's really good damage. This guy is actually really tanky. So even at just Zenkai 3, that's really good damage. And you can obviously see that the damage on this team is definitely much better. Though matches still last a pretty long amount of time because I'm just constantly healing, right? I do believe we rush Blue Goku here. Do we rush Blue Goku here? We might. Yeah, we do. Okay. I wanted to rush Blue Goku just in case he maybe brought Gohan in. I didn't think he would, and I honestly was perfectly fine with Blue Goku being the one that got rushed, because Blue Goku can be annoying if you let him be annoying, so that's perfectly fine with me. Take Blue Goku out of here, and that's one less unit we gotta worry about. Especially since he definitely gets stronger as the match progresses, just like Gohan, so either one of them was good to rush. Has he even brought Gohan in yet? I think he has. I think we did a little bit of damage to him. No, we didn't. He hadn't come in a single time. Immediately pops his main, which I don't actually agree with. I don't think he should have popped it immediately. I think he should have allowed himself to take a bit more damage first and then popped his main. Or at least waited until Revival Goku was on the battlefield. I don't know. But we were able to actually survive those hits from Gohan, which is really good. It shows you the tanking prowess of Vegito, even on a team that isn't specifically designed to be as tanky as possible. We even survived the next blast attack, which it's just insane how tanky this team can actually be. I just wanted to get rid of his Vanish there. I had no intention on gaining priority there. I didn't care about using his ult. I really just wanted to waste his Vanish. He does hit me with that, but his type neutrality, I do believe, is gone by this point. We've wasted enough time, so that's not going to even pop my first life. I'm going to let him take a few more hits. Gohan is still Gohan. He could take it back, but I'm honest. Okay, so let me explain. The reason why I sacked Vados here is simply because I want Blue Goku to be able to have that extra safety net against Gohan. I don't want Goku to lose his first life, and then I lose priority again, and then he just dies. But we didn't. That didn't happen. So Blue Goku clutches it again. My God, Blue Goku is honestly like the MVP of this video. Revival Goku is just the MVP. But now we have the fusion teams. There's only 2 fusion matches because at the around the end of the second match, my phone started freaking out because my phone got way too hot, so the game was freaking out a lot. So that was fun. So there's only 2 fusion matches in this video. But honestly, I don't think I like him on fusions anyway. I don't think I would have done a 3rd match either way. I don't think he's bad on the fusion team. I just think he really benefits from a more defensive setup, and the fusion team is just hyper offense. It's just nothing but offense. You want offensive units on that team. You don't really want units that are meant to be defensive. Gogeta, like the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta works because he can do both. But I think with Vegito, you kind of have to do one or the other. You can't be both offensive and defensive. And I think defensive is the better route to go for Vegito. So that's pretty much that. So I'm going to go ahead do that. I just want to see how well he would tank. So we're going to leave him in for... Oh, I guess I don't leave him in this time. I do think we do take a combo from Gogeta Blue at some point. Maybe... Oh, Jesus. It's just dead. Maybe we take a combo from him in the next match. Or maybe not, honestly. there's a pretty good chance that I'm thinking of a match that I never actually recorded, because I did do some matches afterwards. Not with this team, I was just using the future variant. Not the future team I used in this video, but a future team. Like the future team. Just to see how it would do. And I mean, I like it. I do think, I said he was going to shine the most on God Key, but I stand corrected. He very much shines the most on Future. Even though you got Vados giving him some damage and healing him up, I feel like Future has more defensive options than God Key does, so it just allows Vegito to really shine and show his defensive prowess, which is what I think he is meant to do. I don't think he's meant to be offensive. I think he wants to use him in a defensive way. Go ahead and use these strike cards real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Alright, we're gonna lock you in real quick. Get some card draw speed. Get that level 2 card draw speed, because why not? Or not level 2. Or level 1 card draw speed. Because why not? He does try to hit me with that again. I'm just gonna hit him with the ults. And with that rush. Alright. We're gonna go for the blue card, because I don't need Gogeta to mess my whole team up, so go with that blue card, and we do not get guessed for once. Would you look at that shit? Get out of here, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I don't have you, so you're not welcome in my video. But with just Gogeta left, and I mean, you see the state of our team, he could make the comeback, but he's not gonna. He's not gonna. Zamasu taking him out, and then now we go into the final match of the video, which actually does not last too long. It's about like 3 minutes. Another fusion team here. We've got Kefla, Vegito. This is the more offensive team that I don't really think Purple Vegito works on. Like, you can make it work, obviously, if you really want to. You can make it work, but I just don't think that's what he's meant to be run on. So, I personally like the defensive setup for Vegito a lot more. So that's what I'm going to end up running him on, and yeah. Honestly, my mouth is dry, my throat kind of hurts, so this match only lasts 2 minutes. I think I'm going to leave you guys for these 2 minutes. So, if you enjoyed watching, do make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, hit that join button if you can. It really does help the channel out, and all the links you could ever want are in the description down below. And I will see all of you inmates back here at the asylum for the next video. Enjoy the last match. Peace.
Quiero, 愚か者め。